We are live Thursday, December 18th, 2025. With you as always, I'm War and Peace. We are ALLSTAR Pro Wrestling, and this is PileDriver. Season 3, Episode 35, the go-home show for the reckoning. As we head off to Dallas over the weekend, it goes down tonight here on PileDriver. Classic wrestling, the hard way.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Crew from New York, weighing in at 270 pounds, the Villain, Jared!
The top heel has arrived in that prime spot, opening up the show. The no-nonsense New Yorker, the Crystal Lake Killer, one half of the ADK Wrecking Crew, the highly decorated, always motivated anti-hero in the building. Former hardcore champion, former world television champion, 2 times over in fact, former classic tag team champion of the world, with a mean streak a mile long and a mile wide. The Wrecker, Jared, the Abyss Conklin. The Villain, the top heel, who won for the head. Ready to open up this go-home show. Set the bar, set the pace, set the tone for an incredible evening of professional wrestling. It goes down. Big Lou, my boy, welcome. Thanks for tapping in. But big man, you got the night off. You got that chamber match. You got to rest up. You got to rest up for the chamber on Saturday. Although I probably should have put you in this match. Because Roscoe Wallace, I don't know where the fuck you at.
From Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 222 pounds, the Prodigy.
But your contract, my guy, is set to expire at the end of the weekend. So you got till Sunday to sign on the dotted line. But nonetheless, the Prodigy, the former world television champion, this man hit that stride, creeping on the come up here in season 3. The Prince, showing up polished, primed, poised, and ready. Hey, welcome to the show, bro. We got Jared. We got Roscoe Wallace. Kick it off this homecoming show. And we, ooh, shit, are underway. Wallace trying to go for the kick, but clothesline out of his shoes. The top heel No doubt with a chip on his shoulder. Got last week's match right away from him. Sean Smith using a leverage pin to steal one. Wallace trying to work that side headlock. But the top heel back to his feet. Pushed off. Jarrett with the advantage and a big boot right square in the middle of the chest. Reverse quick kick to the head. Wallace. The acrobatics not paying off the backslide pin. Quickly into the cover. Only good for the count of one. Jarrett with the head movement. And Wallace trying to out-grapple the top heel here. A little back and forth. Wallace showing off those chops a little bit, trying to put on the clinic in here. And more importantly, trying to negate the power of the villain. Breaking the stalemate, Wallace out to the apron. The Prodigy lined up. Oh, miscalculating the distance, but still with the advantage. Reverse on the Irish whip. Now on the apron, and a shoulder tackle send him tumbling down the ringside. Jarrett gonna take some time. Playing in the crowd a little bit. Catching some breath. And Wallace back inside. Another reversal on the whip. And another big boot right square in the middle of the chest. The Prodigy, oh, a little proud of himself, float over into the Liger Bomb. Holding on for the win. Only good for the count of one. And that springboard casket drop hits the mark. Wallace. Poised down in the apron, lined up. Missing the mark once again. A big trying to show when the springboard's done. He's missing the mark as well. But a hard right hand. Turn the Prodigy inside out. Ooh! And that inverted hurricane round is spiking his head into the canvas. Much more like a DDT. Wallace. Put some stank on the Uranagi. And that patented flipping DDT shoots the half into the cover. Is it enough for the win? Roscoe Wallace. Only good for the count of two. Jarrett don't know where he's at right now. Wallace overreaching, got caught. Laced up, hoisted up. Taking for the ride, big UFO slam. The springboard not paying off for either man tonight. Oh shit, but right down the gullet, one for the head. Close near fall. Wallace able to pop that shoulder up. And another big lariat. That's two on the evening. Oh, the strut. He's feeling it. Out the ringside. Hard right hand from Wallace. And another one. Working the combination. Roscoe Wallace. Snapmare takeover. Into the blockbuster. Wallace trying to string together some offense. In this match back inside the ring. The Prodigy. The Prince. Going up top. Wallace ready to... No, not going to take flight. Little indecision going to cost him. Cravat driver. Face first into the mat. of the springboard and leg drop, this time connecting. The top heel, recording the reels. Killer elbow to the midsection. Wallace creating the separation. Nice evasion, and from the depths of the abyss, the devastating lariat, turning that man inside out. Jarrett, up top, all the way up top, with the elbow drop, bars. Going upstairs again, the aerial assault underway. Big air. Doubling down with the elbow drops. Into the cover for the win. And no, it is not over. No. Recording those final moments. Irish whip into the ropes. Ducks underneath the boot. Wallace with the shoulder tackle walking down the top heel. Man, the evasion on display here from both individuals. Shoulder, Wallace, powerbomb. Wallace holding on, doubling down. Roscoco. And nobody home on the casket drop. Abyss quickly trying to pick up the scraps for the win. And just like that, it is all over. Great opening match. Kick off season 3, episode 35. God damn. Been putting that work in this season. Woo! Top heel shit. The Prodigy put up the fight, but in the end, it was not enough to overcome the Crystal Lake Killer. It's the Crystal Lake Killer. From the depths of the abyss, going sky high, with dueling elbow drops. And even after showing some heart and determination, even after trying to rally with an explosion of offense in the end, it was overconfidence. It was overshooting the shot, and he got caught.
The villain, Jarrett!
The back and forth, the struggle, the grind was real. The top heel, picking up the dub. We got a stacked card lined up. And already, after a heater, kicking this thing off, we got the ladies in action. And all the way down the card. Hey, it's stacked. It's a stacked up card. Normally, some of these matches I wouldn't be giving away on just a random ass episode. Free TV. We got some PLE level matches. This being one of them.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing Team Bring It, from San Juan, Puerto Rico, Goddess Sandra Lou.
Winner of the 2025 Apex Tournament, the former Fight Night Women's Champion, the Queen of San Juan, the Goddess Sandra Kane. I think it's time. I think it's time. Run these, run those. It's the Crystal Lake Killer.
And her opponent, representing the Madness, from Sin City, the One, Taryn Williams.
The perfect one. Taryn Williams. Former Classic Women's Champion. World class. Top tier athlete. One half of the madness. And one of the original pillars of the women's division. I'm weak. Sandra Kane, Taryn Williams, one-on-one action, and we underway. Both ladies going to be in the center of the ring. Williams tying up Kane. And the Apex champion working the combination. Looking for a big win here tonight. No stranger to upsets. Walking into the Apex tournament this past May as a complete rookie. As a replacement, in fact. Turning around, winning the whole damn thing, and the rest has been history. With a pretty successful run with the Fight Night Championship, Sandra has proven herself, going up top with the moonsault. Williams coming out hard. Kane has proven herself to be a top caliber talent. They're trying to raise to that next level, trying to elevate to that upper echelon. In the very stacked women's division, hard to make some headway. Hell, even Williams has felt the force of this new incoming talent. This surge in talent here in season 3. And it's only going to get tougher. And Williams controlling the flow, dictating the pace. No doubt the perfect one, been biding her time, waiting for an opportunity to ascend back to the top of ALLSTAR Pro Wrestling in this stacked women's division. You can feel it right there for chain wrestling here. Don't worry, y'all. I'm going to pick up the pace very shortly. Snapmare takeover by the perfect one. Working that side headlock. Williams. Shook off. And now Sandra in control. Cranking that on. Trying to separate the elbow from the rest. Hard right hand, gonna turn her inside out. Williams in trouble. Kane with the spin out power bomb. Into the cover, referee in position. But the one able to kick out before the ref can even start the count. Can't talk tonight either. I'll get it together eventually, y'all. Perched up on the top rope, a hard right hand. Kane with the advantage. Williams in a very dangerous situation right now with dumped head over heels. Big time slam into the cover. Taryn Williams barely able to pop that shoulder up. It's a slugfest here on PileDriver. Kane, Williams, teeing off on one another. Kane trying to rise to the occasion here. Look at that big win to put her right back in contention. Williams, meanwhile, fresh off an injury, her first match back. Jumping right into the mix here. Coming on the top of the exchange and moving to the midsection. Hope. firing up here. And a hard right hand, Taryn Williams with the advantage now. Primed up. Got her sights locked in. Over the top with the blockbuster. Into the cover. Williams for the win. Only good for the count of 2. Women's wrestling indeed. This capacity crowd making some noise, showing some love. An experience. Starting to dictate the flow of the match. Pop-up powerbomb. Taryn Williams floating into the cover for the win. The 1. Only good for the count of 2. Yeah, she looked like she got her ass beat. Devastating blows. Williams top rope, springboard, moonsault, stuck the landing for big money. Going upstairs once again. The 1, dialed in. Kane out on her feet with the sidestep at the last second. And right back in the fight. Irish whip into the ropes. Williams with the advantage going low with a shot to the midsection. Dropping Kane at a single knee. And the hard lariat. Flipping her opponent inside out. Williams. Nobody home on the knee strike. Big Irish whip into the ropes. Oh. And Kane with the pile driver. Live. Hit a knife on pile driver. Only good for 2. The Queen of San Juan. The 1. Williams heating up here. Yeah. Ducking underneath. Hard right hand. Williams. Planet. The perfect 1. And the experienced veteran dragging her opponent to the center of the ring before applying the pin. Referee in position. Leg is hooked for the win. Only good for the count of 2. Oh, yeah, Sandra Kane. She must have gotten Jimmy's bag earlier. She's hyped up. She's heating up. Starting to rally here. Now she's on fire. The Queen of San Juan. Miss Apex 2025. With the big splash in the corner. Into the cover for the win. And another near fall. That's about 2 7/8. Sandy, no! Another pile driver. Williams out of the way, working those leg kicks. Oh my God, the ladies getting it tonight. The back and forth in the seesaw, tit for tat battle. Walking the tightrope on the apron. Williams in trouble. Brought back in the hard way. Kane with the Irish whip. Oh, slapped on the sleeper hold. And Williams. Oh, put to sleep. Put to sleep. The ladies continuing to bring the heat, continuing to shine like that light. The light hits hard. The radiance. That should have been lights out though. I don't know how in the hell. She got a Jimmy Kane stash. I'm convinced. Good fight, good fight, good fight. Sandy Kane with that last minute rally. That surge at the 11th hour. Able to outwork the veteran. Hold on. To pick up I wouldn't even call it a submission victory. Williams didn't tap. She damn sure didn't tap. Faded fast though.
Here is your winner, Sandra.
Man, she looked like she got her tooth chipped up though. Hey, she did not come out unscathed. Moon walking away to victory. The Queen of San Juan, Sandra Kane. Damn, see? Hey, telling you, Taryn Williams can bring out the best in anybody. That's her like third 5-star match of the season already. Y'all ain't fucking with the perfect one. Even in defeat, looking like $1 million. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Unbiased, of course. Completely unbiased. Pick your poison underway. Smith. That goddamn Kiwi killer. Out here trying to stir up some trouble. Just 2 days ahead of our clash in Dallas, Texas. The Texas Death Match. He proposed pick your poison. Ho ho. Well, he picked my poison. But I picked his as well. Going one-on-one with the monster, Hydra. The Killer Kiwi is about to get a reckoning ahead of the reckoning. Let's get into it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Auckland, New Zealand, weighing in at 255 pounds, the Brawler, Sean the Savage Smith.
This man lives, breathes on pride and respect. All the way from Auckland, New Zealand. The Killer Kiwi. The Savage Brawler. Always ready for the fight. Always ready to raise the ruckus. With his later rival in the season, Sean Smith, jumped in feet first in the fire. Trying to make up for lost time. Going head to head with only the best. With only the top tier all-stars in the company. Win or lose, this man came out swinging. But somewhere along the line, ambition took hold. Some will say Sean Smith got a little diluted, got a little unhinged, started taking matter into his own hands. And now, he's come face to face with the authority. For the past 5 weeks, there's been a bit of a war of attrition between yours truly and this individual you see before you. The Proud Warrior, the Barbarian, the Savage Brawler, the Kiwi Killer, Sean Smith.
And his opponent from New York, weighing in at 400 pounds, Big Ben,
But it's not going to be a very pleasant night for Mr. Smith, because he has a monster to deal with. He has got a problem on his hands. 6'8", 400 pounds, All-Star Pro Wrestling's largest export, the monster, Hydra. The certifiable problem. Sean Smith, you want to pick your poison. Well, your poison has been picked. Big man go boom. And it's about to go down. We got Sean Smith. We got Hydra. We got one fall to the finish. And we underway. The big bad behemoth versus Savage Brawler Smith coming out swinging, picking up his last two victories off a leverage pin using the ropes. This man is not above skirting the rules. This man is not above cutting corners. Gonna do whatever it takes to pick up the win, to earn some legitimacy. Going for the ride and that massive spear down the ringside, crushing Sean Smith. And already, this capacity crowd making some noise on their feet. And yes, indeed, friends, this is awesome. And Hydra right back inside of the ring. Smith showing a bit of reservation. Oh, and with good cause, taken down immediately with the big clothesline. Hydra on the offensive. Smith with a good counter right in the midsection. Gonna tie the behemoth now. And the big bad behemoth is working that rear waist lock, trying to sap Smith of valuable energy. Smith turning the tables with an arm drag, transitioning beautifully into the headlock. The Savage Brawler proving he can do this more than brawl, he can grapple as well, folks. Oh, and a hard knee right to the temple. Hydra rocked off that last shot, and now going to try to tie up a Smith, trying to slow down the Savage Brawler. And the bruised string, and to force the Brawler back to the ropes. Referee trying to separate him. Ooh, and Smith with a throat thrust, taking advantage. Look for that discus big boot, but Hydra with the sidestep. The monster got some moves, but taking down with the chop block. Smith trying to cut the behemoth down to size. The monster in a very vulnerable state right now, busted open to Smith, admiring his handiwork, working the combination. Set up, dropped with the snap suplex. Trying to do Smith with the big spear planted center of the ring for the win. Holy good for the count of two. The Savage Brawler rises to the occasion, ready to slay the behemoth here. And Hydra out of the way, but still at a disadvantage. Smith Oh, with the backbreaker. Easily lifting a 400-pounder. But Hydra, with the ability to change the momentum of a matchup with one single move. The big bad. Oh, caught with the jawbreaker. And Smith with the combo to wash it down. Kicked off. Getting ticked off. Shot to the gut. Looking for a looping right hand. Smith. Sent flying with the Irish whip. Hydra underneath. In the Savage Brawler now. Oh, shit. Had to be Behemoth right where he wanted him. Oh, Hydra. Caught. Choked. Lifted. Dropped with the Oklahoma Slam. But poor in-ring positioning going to force the rope break. But the Barbarian, the Savage Brawler, hit a rage. The Kiwi Killer, lined up, locked in, ready to strike. Trying to slay the monster here tonight for the win. Sean Smith only good for the count of 2. Hydra with the big counter. The OG Titan with the high-end triangle choke. But the rope break saves Smith. Hydra going upstairs. Yo, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. And the big splash from the big giant into the cover for the win. Hydra only gives the count of 2. My bad. Yeah, thanks for tapping in, bro. Got a little excited there for a minute. Smith taking for the ride, dunked with the side suplex on the apron, and yes, indeed, folks, that is the hardest part of the ring. And the Behemoth, the 400-pound problem, trying to beat Sean Smith's problem here tonight. Hydra also with that contract set to expire at the end of the weekend. Big bro, you still around? You need to get up with me. Re-sign on the dotted line so we'll keep you on to the rest of the season. The big bad. Playing to the crowd a little bit. While Smith trying to pick himself back up. Ref count up to 9. Smith taunting the fans. And casually making his way back inside the ring and put down with a single arm spine buster. Hit of the cover. Hydra looking for the win here. Smith still able to hold on. Oh shit, big bag going up top. The problem. Oh, looking for the senton. Smith out of the way. And the KO shot right to the base of the neck. Kicked off. Both men back to the feet. Back to square one here. And Hydra, center of the ring, got the high angle triangle choke locked in. Smith passed out. Well, Sean Smith, my friend, you picked your poison. You wanted to cross the boss. You want to pick your poison this week for PileDriver. Hey, you got it. This weekend, this Saturday, Dallas, Texas. I'll see you. The Texas Death Match. And that's really gonna be the reckoning. Enjoy your nap. You're gonna need it. Cut of promos on commentary. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Sorry, I know I'm supposed to be unbiased. But y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what's going on with it. And this thing was an absolute fight.
Here is your winner, Big Bad, the
But this man is a fucking problem. The 400-pound monster, Hydra, picking up the win. Now I guess it's time for me to live up to my end of the bargain. Eh? Pick your poison match. Sean Smith thought he was throwing me a curveball, picking me to go one-on-one with the dog. Well, you know what? I got some unfinished business to tend to with this motherfucker too. War and Peace. Robert Anderson. One-on-one. Let's run it back, boy.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from St. Louis, weighing in at 235 pounds, Prime Time Warren P.
The voice of All-Star Pro Wrestling. The CEO. The boss. The authority. Former Mr. Gus and Glory. War and Peace. It is all over. Recently back from injury, making his return his last week with a big win over the reigning Classic Champion of the world. In fact, the inaugural Classic Heavyweight Champion of the world. The trendsetter, the architect of annihilation, the Cerebrus himself.
And his opponent from Oakland, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, Rob Anderson, the Dog.
From all the way from the city by the bay. The Dog, Rob Anderson. War and Peace. Rob Anderson. The sequel. And we underway. These two last men. And what was it? Blood, sweat, and tears. With the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Anderson picking up the dub. With his historic reign still intact there. The trendsetter, the one man to be at the corner of every historic moment on the Black and Yellow show. The inaugural Classic Champion. The man that elevated the National Championship to the International Championship. Been a mainstay on the Classic brand ever since. Peace, meanwhile, a true student of the game. Been front and center for every single All-Star Pro Wrestling match ever. Period. I know all the strengths. I know all the weaknesses. I know the ins and outs. I know what makes these motherfuckers tick. Ready to even the series 1-1. Trying to get that momentum going. heading into the reckoning with that clash with Sean Smith, who I'm sure is still enjoying his nap right now. The Dog stepping into the lion's den for the second time here in All-Star Pro Wrestling, with the first time being the night he won the inaugural Classic Championship. So he might be able to do it again. We'll see. It's a very stacked field, though. Buster Anderson, Big Lou, reigning champion Jack Graves. JJ has a very good shot of getting in. Rona Reaper. We already said Big Lou. Yeah. Red Wolves, though, they got kind of advantage going in the match anyways. So, I don't know. That's going to be one to watch. We will burn that bridge when we come to it. We got a banger going on right now. Anderson with the near fall. Peace. In dire need of an update. On wobbly legs, blocking the combo. Returning fire. Oh, but the Dog snuffing it out real quick. Big time DDT. Racing into the cover. Rob Anderson for the win. Only good for the count of 2. Oh, the big boo. Anderson said, wash your face. Got the hook sank in. The Peace. Able to find his way free, but the Dog, oh shit, no. Peace ready for him this time. Prime time. With the cliffhanger DDT. Shoots the half into the cover. Peace. Looking for the win here. Only good for the count of 2. Hoisted up on the shoulders. Big time power slam for the win. War and Peace. Only good for the count of 2. Going all the way upstairs. War and Peace. Oh, looking for the big chop. Anderson cutting him off with the pass. The blow right to the midsection. The Peace now. Using the environment to his advantage. Couple of elbows to the midsection. The Dog recovering fast, delivering that hard lariat. Reverse quick kick to the head. Peace. Standing over his fallen foe, winding up the fish drop. Nobody home. Anderson gonna try to take advantage of the misstep. And that big sidewinder backbreaker from the Dog. The architect of annihilation. Drawing up the plans. Trying to build up some well-needed momentum en route to the Lions Den match. And the back and forth down at ringside continues to ensue. Henderson with the hard lariat, dropping Peace once again. Rough count up to 11. Peace trying to re-seize the initiative, but Anderson seems to have an answer for everything. Another sidewinder backbreaker. Ref count up to 13 now. Rob Anderson doing a ton of damage, tripling down with those backbreakers, trying to ruin the lower lumbar of the Peacekeeper. Back inside the ring. Peace with the advantage. Takes the back. Shot of the midsection. Anderson walking the tightrope on the apron. And War and Peace. Over the top, devastating DDT. The wind up. Revolution knee. War and Peace. War and Peace again with the counter. was ready for the dog, knew he was going to strike, but Anderson stays ready. Back inside the ring, the dog into the nonchalant pin for the win. Only give the count of 2. Should have hooked the leg board. Anderson looking for the powerbomb. He says no. Oh, and the big spear right back at you. The Cerebrus. Oh, threading the needle. Nobody home, but coming back on the comeback. Going upstairs, looking for it. Anderson, no doubt, was calling for the 6 and 12. Didn't see clear the distance there. Going to play to the crowd a little bit. A hard right hand, turn the piece inside out. The deep digging German suplex. Did you see the arch on that thing? And a big moonsault press from the apron. Anderson, proud of himself here. And just bringing the fight right to the Peacekeeper. The dog in their zone. War and Peace, motionless, down at ringside. War and Peace with the Irish whip into the ropes. Looking for it. Anderson putting the brakes on. But the roll up. The roll up. War and Peace trying to steal one. Only give the count of 2. The forearm smash. War and Peace sizing up his opponent. Anderson with the reversal. Drop down DDT. Oh, the foot sweep. You dirty motherfucker. Anderson setting up. Oh, the suplex transition into the neck breaker. I see the innovative offense for Peace. Trying to get a big old piece. Anderson with the reversal. Peace with the reversal. Getting down to the home stretch here. The War Maker. War and Peace. Not going for the cover though. Instead, gonna sing in the hooks, giving the dog a taste of his own medicine. Anderson gonna tap, and just like that, it is all over. Sean Smith, you awake yet? Yeah. You see that? Yeah. That's fixing to be you. In 48 hours time, buddy, that is fixing to be you. I tried to give you peace, but you wanted the war. You wanted the heat. You wanted the attention. You got it. You want to pick your poison. This is all you brought? The puppy? No. All seriousness though. Much respect. Hard fought fight. The dog brought the heat as always. And if you do happen to win that Elimination Chamber, just remember this night right here. Let that be a lesson to all y'all. Don't cross the boss. Let me get back to my regular scheduled program. Bam! For those of y'all keeping score, my people both got 5-star matches tonight. Fuck with us if you want to. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Dipping our toe in the tag team division a little bit with a recently reformed Brutal Lucha acting as a unit last week, coming up short against Team B&B, but still looking primed and ready. Now we got Bishop Blaze going one-on-one, one half of the World Tag Team Champs, and Jay King. He's about to go down fast and furious on this go-home edition of PileDriver. Let's get into it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Mr. Rob Man, representing the Luchadors from Pretoria, South Africa, weighing in at 260 pounds, the Luchador Bishop Blaze.
The Brutal Luchadors in the house. Mr. Steal Your Life, Rob Life. The Trailblazer, Bishop Blaze. These highly decorated, high-flying phenomenons and Blaze ready to take flight in one-on-one action. Ready to turn up the heat. The Trailblazer, Bishop Blaze. Would you give me a break?
Accompanied by the Marco, representing the Blue Bloods from Amsterdam in the Netherlands, weighing in at 232 pounds, one half of the All-Star Pro Wrestling Classic Tag Team Champions, Jake King.
Jay King. The Dutch Nightmare, the king of Thursday nights. Former longtime national heavyweight champion and one half of the reigning, undisputed classic tag team champions. Accompanied as always by the ever loyal DeMarco, who coincidentally Jay King won't let DeMarco wear his belt out to the ring. Very weird. Nonetheless, the Dutch Nightmare, Jay King, ready for one-on-one action. Yeah, put that boy to sleep. No, I tapped him out. He didn't go to sleep. His ass tapped out. We got Bishop Blaze. We got Jay King. And I believe this is the first time ever one-on-one matchup. Fairly certain as Blaze has spent a majority of his time over on Monday Night Havoc. See, that's the beauty of these big brand trades right here. He did. That boy got slept hard. He probably still sleep. Probably missed my match. Probably still sleeping. But it's okay though. He got the message loud and clear. And if he didn't, it's about to. This Saturday. Man, made me break character and shit. I had to be, hey. He brought out the war in the piece. You know what I'm saying? Blaze with the reverse back elbow, right in the eye, trying to fight off King. King trying to shake off that cooking last week that he received from Buster Anderson. Irish whipping the ropes, drops down underneath. Looking for the cross body. Blaze just too fast out of the way. The brutal luchador ducking underneath. Leapfrog over the top. Oh, the pop-up kick right in the chest. Not fancy, but very effective. King with the counter. Bishop Blaze taking the advantage by force. Going all the way up top. BME into the cover. For the win, Bishop Blaze only good for the count of one, the ref says. Standing, shooting, star press, vintage J. King. The Nightmare, the Dutch Nightmare. Zeroed in. Of the rebound, and the enziguri planted right behind the ear. Series of right hands into the sling blade. Beautiful combination. The king of PileDriver. Showing up to show out here tonight. Going upstairs. King zeroed in. Nobody home. Nice leg lace takedown from the brutal luchador. Blaze trying to set something on fire here with the monkey flip. That patented Joker Plex. Blaze into the cover for the win. Only good for the count of two. Superman punch right on the button. Jake King in prime form here tonight. Off the springboard, and Blaze once again stepping on the accelerator, going upstairs, the big Meteora, dropping King in place. Blaze not done with the aerial assault, going upstairs. Bishop Blaze with the corkscrew moonsault, and King desperately trying to scramble to his feet. Face first in the not face first in the top turnbuckle. Blaze trying to demobilize the King. Irish whip into the ropes. Over the top, big time DDT. Got some torque on that one. Jay King got Blaze on the back foot. Stuffed. Double underhook. King with the well-timed reversal. King trying to match Blaze speed for speed. Springboard elbow drop. Planted. Center of the chest. Jay King talking some trash. Fired up here. Hoisted up in the fireman's carry. Jay King with the go to sleep. And this bloodthirsty crowd want to see it one more time, but they won't have to because it is all over. Just like that. A fast and furious mile a minute off the rails matchup. These two dudes were all over the place. And with that feverish pace, I don't know how in the world either man was able to stand up to that. The work was definitely put in. But I don't think This thing between the Blue Bloods and the Brutal Luchadors is over with by far.
Here is your winner, Jake King.
Jake King, shaking off that last week's loss. The World Tag Team Classic Tag Team Champion. Looks like he's been in a brawl. Well, because he was. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Things are heating up around here. As we're heading into reckoning. These slots to make it on the card, very few and far between. That being said, I believe we got a first time ever clash. Don't quote me, I could be wrong. We got Lance Kazarian going one-on-one with the Omega, Ron and Reaper. Let's get into it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Grenoble, France, weighing in at 228 pounds, Lance Kazarian.
The Skywalker has landed on the classic brand. The Flying Frenchman. The Fight Night Original. Two-time World Television Champion. Two-time Fight Night Champ. Showing up here to put on a show. Live here tonight on PileDriver. Kazarian is fast and agile as they come. Gonna look to outwork his opponent here tonight.
And his opponent, representing the Order from your darkest fears, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Omega!
Breakout All-Star for Season 2. The leader of the Order. The end is near, for the Reaper is here. The two-time All-Star Pro Wrestling Grand Prix champion, the former Classic Heavyweight Champion of the world, main eventing night one of the All-Star Classic. The veteran, calm, stoic, poised. Slowly, deliberately, making his way to the ring. The Omega of the Order. The man on a mission to cleanse All-Star Pro Wrestling of his wicked ways, one match at a time, title by title, show by show. Things are about to get grim on the classic brand. Lance Kazarian, Ronin Reaper. One fall to the finishing week. Underway. Kazarian's speed versus the Omega's power versus the Omega's experience. Kazarian with the fearless style on the gas tank for days. Forced break to the ropes and a clean break for once. Haven't seen that all season. Reaper getting some work in those knife-edge chops. Collapsing Kazarian into the cover for the win. Only good for the count of one. A hard knee shot to the temple. Reaper. Trying to pick Kazarian apart and keep him grounded. And another reversal. Ronin Reaper just trying to dictate the pace here. But Kazarian, the wild card, the unorthodox fighter pilot, take it to the skies, and the big crossbody taking out his opponent and the official. The big rolling snapmare blockbuster. Reaper with a quick kick to the head. Trying to restore some order here. Ooh, and the basement drop kick. Stopping Ronin Reaper dead in his tracks. Kazarian said it's my turn to go to work. And the Spaceman coming hard with that lariat. Reaper trying to pick himself back up. Kazarian in the elbow, right to the eye. Ronin Reaper reaching in. Misses with the reach but connects with the Bulldog. And Kazarian hitting the gas once again, floating into the cover for the legless takedown. Only good for the count of one. Working the combination. Ronin Reaper taken down. Nice hip toss. Kazarian got the moves like Jagger. Step up senton. Going upstairs, the flying Frenchman looking for the coup de grace. Nobody home. Ronin Reaper picking up the scraps, double underhook face buster. Dialed in. The Omega ready to reap. Rolling the dice. Shoots the half into the cover. The Omega for the win. And no, it is not over. Going up top. Connecting with the moonsault. Did not get all of it though. Kazarian trying to get himself back up, but cut down with a hard knee right across the jaw. Omega going up top. And swatted away with the drop kick. Oh, the back and forth. The seesaw battle. And Kazarian coming out on top of the exchange. The springboard crossbody. The basement drop kick taking down the Omega. Kazarian talking with trash. This man came up through the Fight Night system. Working the combination. Cut off. Reaper. No. Kazarian Just too fast for him. X Factor, sit out face buster. Kazarian now working those legs, trying to take away the power base from the Omega. Oh, Kazarian out of the way. Big Irish whip into the ropes. Out of the apron, Ronin Reaper ready to take flight and swatted away once again. The aerial assault not paying off very well for him. Kazarian taking advantage of every exploit, every glitch given to him. And Ronin Reaper is giving gifts here tonight. Cut down, struck down with the knee strike. Complete shot for the win only. Good for the count of one. The springboard, countered, big time power bomb. Ronin Reaper into the cover for the win. The Omega only good for the count of two. Going upstairs, connecting with the moonsault. Reaper shoots the hat. Into the cover with the leg hook. Referee in position for the win. And another near fall. Frustration got to be setting in a little bit. Reaper going back to that tool bag. Looking for the pedigree once again. But this time, eating the big back body drop. Kazarian. Oh, with the stump puller. But poor in-ring positioning going to force the rope break. And this match is going to continue. Going up top. Looking for the coup de grace once again. Reaper out of the way. Irish whip into the ropes. Planet with the Uranagi. Into the Anaconda Vice. Trying to force the tap here. Sit on the ring. Nowhere to go. And this night has been all about submissions. It is all over. Just like that. Definitely a mixed bag here tonight. Definitely a mixed bag here tonight. Ronin Reaper. Lance Kazarian thrown down. And like I said, I believe this is the first time ever matchup. And they definitely delivered. That was some heat. That was definitely some heat. Hey, PileDriver. Stepping up y'all game tonight. Havoc. I know y'all not gonna let them outdo y'all. I know y'all not gonna let them outdo y'all. Man, this card has been fire all damn night. The Omega picking up the decisive submission victory. Ronin Reaper ready for the Elimination Chamber this Saturday at the Reckoning. Damn, PileDriver delivering tonight. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Moving on to the top of the card. We got a rematch from Vendetta. This time, Jindrak the champion. This time, top 9 on the line. Buster said he about to get that win back and build some momentum on the way to the chamber. Jindrak said, nah. I'm about to double down. Picking up the dub once again. Let's get into it. Anderson, Basham, Pardue. Damn, y'all just chilling in the same locker room and shit? Fuck.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Wolfpack from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 235 pounds, the Enforcer, Buster Anderson!
The Enforcer, Buster Grand Slam Anderson. From that legendary Anderson wrestling family. Representing the Red Wolves. Bringing that legitimate bloodline. Bringing that legitimate backing. And with the resume to back it up. This man is a professional wrestler. Fighting out of Columbia, South Carolina. Weighing in at 235 pounds. The Enforcer of the Red Wolves. The Boss. Buster Anderson. Anderson. For fighting all over the globe. The small
representing B&B from Punjab, India, weighing in at 235 pounds, the All-Star Pro Wrestling International Heavyweight Champion, Gendrick Bishop, the man of 1,000
from the small halls of India to sold-out stadiums in Japan and everywhere in between. Internationally known, the man of 1,000 holes, Gendrick Bishop. With that deep arsenal, the even deeper reserve arsenal. The former classic tag team champion and the reigning undisputed All-Star Pro Wrestling International Heavyweight Champion. The man of 1,000 holes, Gendrick Bishop. Bishop. Oh shit. Gendrick coming in straight out the gate. Anderson got a bone to pick with the man of 1,000 holes anyways. Got to get that win back. Anderson, no doubt, with a rematch clause to invoke on the man of 1,000 holes. Saving that in his back pocket. Got a big day lined up for this Saturday's Elimination Chamber with the Classic Heavyweight Championship on the line. Anderson literally become a two-time national champ, or classic champ, still with that rematch clause up his sleeve. A man that spent a majority of his time on the roster with championship gold attached to him. It's still a little hard not to call it that. Things change from time to time. The filling out process is real. Both men know exactly how dangerous their opponent is. Nobody wanted to overcommit, overreach, and get caught. The title is not on the line, so the champ can rest assured. Did any misstep? It won't cost him too dearly, except for the ever valuable currency of momentum, that is. Some excellent grappling going on here. These guys showing off their chops, showing off that stuff. Pushed off Jindrak, breaking the stalemate in a hard roundhouse, catching the enforcer clean. The reigning international champion through the ropes in the sit-out, face buster, Jindrak into the cover. For the win, only good for count of one. Standing moonsault, connecting clean into the cover. For the win, only good for the count of one. Boot to the midsection, stuffed, hoisted, shoulder, Yakuza cutter. Damn, Jindrak coming out swinging hard early on. Trying to go 2 up on the enforcer, only good for the count of 2. And Buster with the quick counter, double underhook, shoulder. Returning fire with one of his own. Anderson. Into the cover with the leg hook for the win. Only good for the count of 2. Jindrak going up top, looking for a connecting OG cutter. Scrambling, trying to get locked on. Anderson, flailing, trying not to get caught. And Jindrak with that Boston Crab. And Grand Slam, Anderson able to hold on. But Jindrak continuing to push forward. Continuing to try to keep that pressure on. Diving DDT, Anderson out of the way. Dialed in. Red Wolf Anderson. For the win, Buster Anderson, only good for the count of 2. Fight forever. Chants echoing through the stadium. When Anderson testing the water, Jindrak still got a lot of fight left in him. Cut off, drop, leg raise takedown. Jindrak making good use of that springboard. And once again, looking for that Boston Crab, trying to eviscerate the lower lumbar of the enforcer. Buster Anderson as tough as they come, but Jindrak looking to test that toughness, gonna step on another submission maneuver. And Anderson says, hell no, escape immediately. We are back to square one. Anderson now. Ooh, with the advantage, hard knee strike. Right to the face, taking down Jindrak. Springboard, senton, nobody home. Jindrak gonna pick up the scraps here. For the win, bash him, and just like that, it is all over. That's the second match. Somebody won over the counter. I ain't mad at it, just noting. I'm sure both men trying to reserve all the heavy fighting for this weekend. But Jindrak solidified, picking up the dub, going 2-0. over the normally unshakable enforcer. Jindrak Basham, Buster Anderson, putting it down in the top tier brawl in a rematch from their clash at Vendetta and the International Heavyweight Champion. Picking up the dub, going 2-0. In this rivalry, pretty much putting it to bed. Les Anderson must have bounced back. Yo, I want to thank you all for tapping in and welcome one and all. All-Star Pro Wrestling, PileDriver Season 3, Episode 35, the Go Home Show. For the Reckoning PLE we got coming up this weekend. Co-in event time, we got the ladies in action. And number one contender, Nina Schmidt, going one-on-one with the perennial badass of the brand, Reagan Anderson. Let's get into it. Oh shit. Come hell or high water.
Making her way to the ring from Kansas City, Kansas, Schmidt.
The White Dove. The Dark Phoenix. Nina Schmidt. The three-time Women's World Champion. The two-time Fight Night Women's Champion. Jumping the PileDriver. Looking for that Triple Crown. Looking for a shot at the Classic Women's Championship. With two unsuccessful bids at the belt. Third time the charm. Heading into Reckoning this weekend, set to face off with the Perfect 10. Angel Bryan with the title on the line. Tonight, going head to head. We're one of the best to ever do it. There is more than one royal family in professional wrestling.
From Columbia, South Carolina, the Diamond Anderson.
Shining like a diamond in the rough. The She-Wolf running wild on PileDriver. Representing the Blackheart Collective from that legendary Anderson wrestling family. The first woman to complete the Fight Night Queenmakers Challenge. The two-time Classic Women's Champion of the world. The Diamond, Reagan Anderson. To the top, this Classic Women's division for so long. Part of the legendary Four Horsemen of women's wrestling, the Pillars, here in All-Star Pro. Now here we go, folks. Co-main event time. Nina Schmidt, Reagan Anderson. One fall to the finish, and we underway. Both competitors going to meet in the center of the ring. Hard right hand, Anderson turning Schmidt inside out, taking the back rear waistlock, trying to sap the energy from her opponent. But Schmidt showing off some strength. Standing switch, taking the back. Now Schmidt working that same waist lock on Anderson. Snapmare takeover. Anderson working that side headlock. And this is top of the card. Elite level world class matchup right here. Two former world champions going head to head in the co-main event. This go-home show. A stacked card for an even more stacked PLE. Anderson turning the table. Schmidt turning the tables back. Breaking the stalemate, back to square one. Anderson with a hard forearm smash. Right across the face. Lured in. Laced up. Neck breaker. Reagan Anderson feeling it. Ready to take the number one contender for the ride. Big time Uranagi. Out of the apron. The diamond out here shining. Anderson off the springboard. And the high knee right across the temple. Schmidt taking the brunt of the beating right now. And the number one contender is going to have to rally if she has any hope of standing up to the champ this weekend. Here's the start, the jawbreaker, forcing Anderson back. With the diamond, going to tie up the white dove. Working that armbar, that wrist lock. Reagan Anderson cranking away, trying to separate shoulder from torso here. And the standing headlock. Anderson out here put on a grappling clinic. Couple of elbows, well placed. Schmidt trying to create some separation here, but Anderson one step ahead at every turn. Superman punch right on the button. Falls into the cover with the leg hook. Ref in position for the win only. Good for the count of two. Blackheart Reagan lined up. Nina Schmidt says no into the powerbomb. Brilliant counter from the number one contender. Got that submission all locked in. Not locked in though, Anderson. Easily escaping. The turn of momentum back in her favor. Going low. Shot to the gut. Dropping Schmidt to a single knee. But Schmidt back into her feet. Wind up. Anderson though with the recovery. Working the combination. The South Carolina native. Oh, caught. Stacked. Able to kick out before the ref can start the count. Nina Schmidt trying to rally here, but Anderson shutting her down at every single turn. Lined up. Locked in. The diamond. Cut off once again though. Schmidt. Boot to the midsection. Pump handle. Locked in. And the driver. Stacked. For the win. Nina Schmidt. Only good for the count of two. Starting to mount that comeback here. Schmidt trying to rally. And the white meat, goody two-shoes babyface having to reinvent herself here in the classic division, including turning to the dark side in order to make it to the top of the classic brand. And now, on the eve of a championship match, going head-to-head with one of the best to ever do it, in Anderson, primed, ready, looking like her best self. Heating up here. Oh my, she's on fire. Reagan Anderson trying to neutralize her opponent with the Styles Clash. And Nina Schmidt, bloody from that last shot. Anderson ready to close out strong. The Carolina clutch locked in, center of the ring, nowhere to go. And Nina Schmidt gonna tap just like that. It is all over. Damn. Reagan Anderson came out all guns blazing here tonight. And because of Rob taking the L earlier. Big Bro Buster taking the L just moments ago. Reagan knew the family name was on her back tonight, and she came out here and she delivered in a massive way. I don't know if Nina Schmidt has some post-fight jitters, if she was preoccupied thinking about Angel. We know in this business, you can't be looking past any competition. Reagan Anderson right now looking like the top dog. Looking like the broad to beat. Part of my language, y'all. She got cooked up and packed. I ain't even trying to be unbiased. Reagan was just on her S-tier A game tonight. Nina Schmidt better hit the drawing board. If she thought this was tough, it's about to be a reckoning on Saturday. Reagan Anderson, once again, picking up the dub. Out here making it look easy. Well, folks, as the old saying goes, time flies when you're having fun. It is now time for the main event of the evening. The sixth slot in the Elimination Chamber match. On the line here, the Ghost, J-Jin, cordially invited into the main event over to Monday Night Havoc by your reigning classic heavyweight champion of the world, Jack Graves. This is your main event of the evening. Should J-Jin be able to win? He's locked in, no pun intended, for the chamber. Jack Graves, tried and true, proven the man to beat, not just on PileDriver, but in All-Star Pro Wrestling as a whole. Let's get into it. The Ghost with the most. The former World Tag Team Champion. The former World Television Champion. Recently reappearing from the ether. Re-emerging from the ash. This man has some legacy. This man has some history. Bringing that presence and ready to take up this massive opportunity.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Osaka, Japan, weighing in at 225 pounds, the Ghost, J-J.
The Ghost, looking to shut down the champ. And lock in for the biggest opportunity in his career. But as it sits right now, this is the biggest opportunity in his career. Here at All-Star Pro. Make that clear. The champ is in the building. Doomsday has arrived on the scene. The Hellraiser is here. Jack Graves.
And his opponent from Kill Devil Hill, North Carolina, weighing in at 240 pounds, the All-Star Pro Wrestling Classic Heavyweight Champion, the Assassin, Jack Graves.
The assassin has arrived. Jack Graves, the reigning, undisputed, classic heavyweight champion of the world. This man has had an iron grip on that title nearly the entirety of the entire season. Knocking off Cold Steel at Tetsujin way back in May of this year. Holding the title all the way until September. At Legacy, quickly regaining the title back in October at Vendetta. Jack Graves, like I said, the man to beat here in All-Star Pro Wrestling. Now with the introductions out of the way, we got J-Gen, we got Jack Graves. This is the main event of the evening, and we are underway. Both men with the same idea. Somehow, Jack Graves, though, coming out on top of the exchange. J-Gen gonna try to use speed to try to keep the champ off balance. But Jack Graves' looming presence, the aura, the pressure that he brings. Most times, I feel like he's got the competition scouted and already beat mentally before the bell even rings. The list of men that have pinned Jack Graves clean this season, you can count on one hand. Same thing with his counterpart, Terrible Tito, on Monday Night Havoc. Both these two guys have been running the show all season long, trying to run the gauntlet here in the last quarter of the season. We're fast and furious till March, guys. We got Reckoning this Saturday. We got Blackout in January. Man, beginning of March, middle of March, it's the All-Star Classic. Of course, we got some Unlimiteds, the regular shows in between the time. But for all intents and purposes, we are on the road to the Classic, effective immediately. Shit's going down, y'all. Pushed off. The Ghost with the most. Trying to match the champ toe for toe. Move for move. Blow for blow. Taking the back. J-Gen. Showing no intimidation. No reluctancy. Trying to meet the champ head on. Face first. Bringing the fight. Right to Doomsday himself. Running Hurricane Rana. Keeping Graves grounded. The Ghost with the most. Trying to work the combination. Cut off. Graves with the quickness. Irish whip into the ref. Taking the back. Big German suplex. Graves still holding on. Ripcord clothesline. Turning the Ghost inside out. And the champ is feeling it. Graves. Oh, going up top. Whipping the double axe handle, and J-Gen just too fast, utilizing the Miz, a boot right to the temple, into the cover, center of the ring. J-Gen looking to lock in for the Elimination Chamber. Graves with a fireman's carry. And J-Gen hung on the drum and top rope, the champ, rushing into the cover. No doubt trying to test the water, but J-Gen still got a lot of fight left in it. The Ghost evading, countering, firing back, trying to fight fire with fire. But Graves, the veteran champion, dropping it, 6-second ride off the rebound. Jack Graves with the springboard forearm smash. And the wind-up rolling DDT. Graves just staring down the Ghost now. Lined up. Graves said it's time to close up shop. Looking for it. J-Gen, well scouted. Knew what time it was. The back fist. Graves, oh, caught with the standing Spanish fly. Let's go. J-Gen cannot clear the distance off the springboard. We are back to square one. Graves reaching in. J-Gen with the invasion, but cannot avoid the knee strike. Graves said, good game. Let's go. Middle of the ring. Going around his opponent. Going to the second floor. Double axe handle. Looking for the submission victory. Jack Graves gonna slap it on in the middle of the ring. Ooh, cranking back. JJ gonna fight his way free. Couple of hard right hands. One hard right hand. Right in the mush. And the Ghost with a mule kick, drop kick. And he is fired up. But Graves with that uncounted recovery. Couple of elbows to the midsection, creating some space. He's got room to work. Irish whip. Ooh, a counter and a big boot to wash it down. JJ, well scouted. A true student of the game, gonna make Jack Graves pay. Oh, the martial arts on display. That crisp, precision-like striking from the Ghost. The Osaka native. Picture perfect scoop slam. Going upstairs. JJ, the Ghost, with the most on his post. Coup de grace. That big foot stomp. Center mass. But Graves fired up. Oh, slapping on the hammerlock. JJ able to fight his way free. A hard forearm, dropping the champ, the Ghost. Complete and utter devastation. When, I ask you, when is the last time you seen somebody bring a fight to Graves like this? Into the cover. For the win, JJ only gives the count of 2. The sidestep from the classic champion. Jack Graves with the advantage. Irish whipping the ropes. Planet, Uranagi, Anaconda Vice, center of the ring. Graves trying to drag another body to the graveyard, but JJ holding on tough. Doomsday! The leaping cutter busting JJ open. Is it enough for the win? It is not. This match is going to continue. Graves now. Oh, shit! JJ ready to close out here. He's got his eyes on the prize. The dungeon lock cinched in. And Graves gonna hold on. And the Ghost going back to the striking game, the step up stomp right to the back of the dome. Is it enough? It is not. Boot to the midsection. Pump handle. Driver. Into the cover. JJ for the win. And just like that, it is all over. JJ the Ghost, the 6-man locked in for the Elimination Chamber. Wow, what a night. What a fight. PileDriver with his stacked card on this go-home show, completely delivering the roller coaster of an evening, coming to completion with what some would say is an upset.
Here is your winner, the Ghost.
Elite Ghost with the most, knocking off the champ. In one-on-one competition, locked in. And we will see you in Dallas. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all so much for joining us. It's been one hell of a show. From start to finish, up and down the card. PileDriver delivered on this Go Home edition. Season 3, episode 35. We got tomorrow night off. Everybody, last minute adjustments for the reckoning this Saturday, Dallas, Texas. Yes, got to check the injury report for sure. Most definitely. Sean Smith, you awake yet? Let's see here. No injuries. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wonderful. Don't really care about them. All right, good to go. No injuries. Wonderful. So with that being said, I've been War and Peace. We are All-Star Pro Wrestling. And this was PileDriver. Till next time, I've been War and Peace. Y'all keep the peace or fire like hell. We'll see you Saturday. Good night, everybody.